Welcome back to another edition of Hey Chris, What You Playing? Tonight, instead of a fighting game, I thought we'd play a side-scroller, Gex. I'm going to fire up the 3DO, and we're going to play. The rundown for the story is weird. You're Gex, a gecko, who lives in Maui, Hawaii, with his mom and 3 siblings. Your dad works for NASA. That's pretty interesting in and of itself. A gecko working for NASA. As you read in the manual, you find out that at some point, Gex's father was killed in a rocket explosion, and Gex inherits a large amount of money. He buys a mansion in Maui and the largest TV in the world, and basically becomes an addict, completely addicted to TV, and that's all he wants to do, sit around watching TV.
Little did I know, my snack was sent by Red.
Now Rez is the main bad guy. I'm gonna skip all this. Now the 3DO was kind of annoying in that they did have 2-player games, but in order to play the second player, you have to plug in a controller into the first controller, which is not fun. Now, Gex was released on multiple platforms. It found its way to the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure there was a Windows version. But most say this was probably the best version of all of them. He's got a jump and a spin attack where he uses his tail like a whip. And he can also lash with his tongue, but you can't really do that against enemies here. Well, that's kind of the crown jewel of the game, is this right here, is being able to run up the walls and such. Controls are pretty tight. I mean, the goal of every level is to find the missing remote control so that you can turn the TVs on in the rest of the level. There are a few power-ups along the way. I've already shown you the speed power-up. I wonder if there's... oh, right here. Now I can shoot fireballs or something, I think. No, not yet. Gotta get another one. Yeah. Okay, power-up. Now I'm super fast now. Well, I was. Throughout the level, there's little bonus stages that if you complete perfectly, you get part of a remote that at the end of the game, if you have all the pieces of the remote, you get to go to Planet X, which is another level. I'm not gonna run that. Make it. Really, in terms of the time, this is a really good side scroller. I mean, you can compare it to some of the other ones. I mean, your Sonic and Mario. It might not be as good as some of those, but it's a pretty good. It's pretty solid. Yeah, controls are good. one nice thing about this game that I always like about side scrollers and most side scrolling games is that you adapt quick. You can figure out exactly how to play the game in little to no time at all. There's not a lot of learning process going on here. You know. And that's always good. It's always good to be able to just pick up a game and play it. And not have to... It's good to not have to read the entire manual just to play a game. Alright, level 1 was finished. And he always does this little throw up thing.
This place is weirder than 4th of July at Rick James' place.
An interesting thing to note about this game is that it's of all the Gex games there's been, this is the only side scroller that was ever made. Which is unfortunate. I really think this game works well as a side scroller. But we were coming into a time where all everybody wanted to do was 3D games, so they kind of took over. Oh, look at this guy. Hold on. Gotta find another one. Oops. Okay, there was another power up. I can shoot fireballs now. So instead of licking with my tongue, look at this guy. Let's see if I can show another one of them. He is Jason Voorhees with Freddy Krueger's shirt on. Something else, huh? 100% wholeheartedly recommend this game. It's a really good side scroller. So if you get a chance, go to PlayStation Network, grab a copy, check out a used game store, see if you can find a copy there. Just find it somehow. It's definitely worth having.